All right. Hi, this is Atticus, and welcome to part six of Railway Empire 2. We are playing the Industrial Wonders DLC, and we're playing the one set in Nevada where we're helping to build the Hoover Dam called the Concrete Giant. And in the last episode, what did we do? Out here. Yeah, out here, and then even down here, we set up concrete and steel businesses to get the concrete and steel to the Hoover Dam for construction. So now we got those done, and now we have to deliver 32 building blocks to Hoover Dam and 8 loads of explosives. Now, we went through this a little bit at the end of the last episode, and I won't go through it again except to say that building blocks are pretty complex, and explosives are quite the little thing because you need like 3 different industries to make that happen. Because you have to produce chemicals. In order to get the sulfur for the chemicals, you have to produce copper wires and get the sulfur as a byproduct. I love the new supply chain. So the other thing is we see that we have this task to deliver 4 loads of cars to Boulder City and found 5 rural businesses, 5 more of them. Now, I went offline and played with a manual loading, trying to found rural businesses and stuff, and it does not work. Does not work. Mr. Developer, please fix that, because if there's anything that you would want to do with manual signals, to me, that would be the classic, is the founding of these rural businesses and the cities, right? So let's just jump right into this. I've also had a good think about this whole supply chain and its complexity, and I think I have a handle on what I want to do. And we have a business opportunity over here in Gene, and we have this new territory here. We're going to open that up, okay? And we've got 1, 2, 3 cities here that we can use. We've got copper right here. We've got a coal mine. It says a quarry, but it's really a coal mine, or coal quarry, I guess, strip mining, that we can found. And so what we're going to do, well, first of all, let's just deal with them one at a time. Let's do the building blocks, okay? They need steel, slag, and concrete. Now, the steel and the slag are both products of the steel plant, and the concrete, of course, is of the concrete plant. We have concrete here, we have steel here. So what we're going to do here, we have this business that we'd like to keep, but we're not going to keep it for the moment. We're going to knock down our little weaving mill right here, and we're going to replace it with the building blocks factory, okay? So there's the building blocks factory, and I'm going to bump it up. Well, bump it up a couple of times. To level 3, it's making 3 a week, and we've got to get 32 over here. So it's going to take us 10 weeks if we can keep it moving. Now, we want to have slag and steel. There's slag. We want it over here. Now, it'll start moving over. Now that because we have trains right here, right? We have 2 trains. I'm actually going to copy that and add a 3rd train to that line between Boulder City and Ragtown. And that way we'll get the steel and the slag over there for the building blocks. And then the concrete is already here in Boulder City. Now our concrete, though, is not producing, right? It's actually losing its money. Why isn't it? It needs gravel, it needs slag, it needs cement. So we've got, there's slag. We're getting that from next door, so that's fine. And gravel, where does it show gravel? There's 8 on the way. We need more. And cement, I think I saw that up above. Did I? Where did I see that? Right here. We've got 7.5. We've got some more on the way. So I'd like to perhaps boost the delivery of the gravel from over here. I think we had probably, well, we got a couple of trains running. And do we have any? We don't have anything in here, so let's bump that up so we're making more gravel. Okay. Now, what I'd like to do, here's the other thing. I'd like to grow Boulder City. And you see it's close, but no cigar. And we could give it a library and get it over 60%. But what I'd really like to do is keep the immigration office, as we know from Blah Razor's excellent studies. That's a better approach if you can keep your demand fulfillment up. So what I want to do here, we're going to spend some money. I think what we're going to do here is go out and see if we can get some more money, and I know we can. We're going to take out a tiny little bond for $28 million, and then we're going to set up track like this and like this, and I'm doing it like that to make sure it's a good angle for that intersection. That track's going to go run over like this. And what we're going to do out here in White Hills, see, here's the deal. We want to grow Boulder City, but because of all the traffic in here, we're not getting enough stuff into here, and we'd have to actually load more traffic. This was a beautiful design to get a quick early start, but it's not a good scalable design, at least not without a bunch of rework of everything, and I'm too lazy to do that. It would be a ton of very confusing work. So the other thing we can do, though, is we can look out here and look at this warehouse and see this. Look at this. We're keeping it just full of stuff, right? It's got stuff. It's beautiful. In fact, I'm going to bump this up. Up a bit, and I'm going to bump this up a bit. And this up a bit. Make sure we keep stuff coming over here. All right, now, I wanted to set up a line that goes from all this beautiful stuff we need to Boulder, right? So it may seem silly we're taking it over here and then we're going to bring it back, but that's easier, I think, than trying to fix it here to come over there. And we've got a couple dollars now, but at the same time, I don't want a bunch of traffic here. This is already relatively busy. Well, it's not bad, but I just don't want the traffic. There's no need for it. So what were we doing with this guy right here? He had one train going to Hoover Dam, and his job was to take cement to Hoover Dam, which we're not even doing anymore, right? So we can get rid of that. So we'll just use that station we've already built. Okay, let's go build another one. We don't need to. What we do need, however, though, we need to look at our warehouse and see what we're getting. Grain, beans, lumber, bread, milk, and planks, okay? And we're going to, on this guy here, we're going to put in a warehouse, and we're grain, beans, what did I say? Wood, bread, meat, and planks. That sound right? I think so. Bread, beans, wood, da-da-da. I'm saying bread, and I really mean grain, beans, wood, da-da-da. Okay, good. So we have the same thing. So we should be able to do intercity transfer. So whatever's coming into this one is able to go out of this one if we want it to. And we do. So what we're going to do is, let's just make this a station, okay? Let's go. Two. Three. 4. Okay, so we've got maintenance, we've got a warehouse, perfecto. So what we're going to do now is set up a line that goes from here to Boulder City, and we're going to make it a freight line. I'm not interested. Passenger mail, fine. Oh, no, wait. I'm ahead of myself. Sorry. Got to spend some more money first. Now that we've got that, we want the track. Now, what we could do, and you know what, we could really, I don't know if this is that big. This track could get a little busy. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. Look into that. There we go. And then come over here like this. And then go over here. That. I think that's the correct side. It is. Now, do we want to spend that much money? Of course we don't, but do we need to? We want to. Just do it. And go over here. And come in like this. It picks up supplies. We'll give it an extra supply tower on this side. That already has one there, but that's all right. That's all right. And now we want trains that go from this White Hills to, see, it can pick up all that stuff. We want freight trains to go to Boulder City, and we want Santa Fe. Confirm. And I'm going to run this and just keep copying them. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. So there we got 6 freight trains. And what are they carrying? Are they carrying nothing? I'm going to be. The intercity transfer isn't working between the two warehouses. It sucks air. Let me do this. Try that. Let me copy this train and see if it will load anything. Didn't work. All right, Mr. Developer, I think I've found another defect for you. And naturally, I did all these as individual lines, so we'll have to delete them all individually. Maybe that transfer only works for 2 of the old style Railway Empire 2, the ones that automatically routed everything. So that sucked big time. So we're going to have to do it out of here. So we'll do here to here. And what the... Why doesn't that work? Why can't it? Oh, because I've got this completely separate track. When things don't work the way you expect them to, it can really confuse a feeble mind like mine. All right, let's try this again. Let's go from here. Let's hook it into that. Okay, we've learned intercity transfers do not work with the new style warehouses. And what else? What else have we learned? Anything? I don't know. Oh, yeah, the manual loading doesn't work for founding stuff. All right, so let's go here. And we're going to go freight with the Santa Fe. 1, and it should load. So there we go. That's more like it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Now we've got some stuff headed over here. Hopefully that'll help Boulder City grow. Now I think we're going to have to use White Hills as like our city founding, business founding center for the whole universe here. These guys, I think the reason they're wanting nourishment is because they waited a long time up there. But let's give them some. Yeah, okay. All right. So we've got this guy going. He isn't making anything yet. Our concrete plant is not making anything. Oh yes, over here. What no? What? What? Why is this train pointing that way? Do you see that? It should be going like this over there. I don't know if it's something with the way I did the lines or the deleted. I don't know. I don't know, but I think what we're going to have to do with this guy. Oh, wait. Before I change him, I want to know why this guy's wait. Go away. Let's see what happens when this one goes into that station. Let's see if he turned there. He just turned around and went right back. Okay, good. It's all he was waiting for was a chance to go. And we're going to copy him and send another one out the door. There we go. And he's just being loaded. All right, that's cool. So we get some more gravel over there, get the cement working. That'll get the building blocks working. That should be one piece of it. Now, the other piece of the pie is we got these 3 towns down here. Now, what we need coal, and we need iron ore, or copper, copper. And we need a factory to make copper wire. It uses coal and copper as inputs and produces copper wire and sulfur. Then we need and I'm pointing to that one because that's where I'm planning on putting it. And then we need one here that's going to we're going to buy that business. We're going to buy that business. And we're going to buy that business. Then we're going to make a connection off of this. Our first connection will be off of this, and then eventually we'll need to go to Hoover Dam, and we can do that through Boulder City. right? I think. No. Not exactly. We can, but not just coming in here won't be enough. We'll have to come in here and go out there or something. We'll figure that out. Let's try to have that problem first. So we're going to come down like this. Yeah. Let's put a station in Nelson. And let's build a track that goes up there. And track that comes down here. Switches. Signals. Supplies. And then let's go to Searchlight. Like that. And double track it. And give it switches and signals and supplies. Oh, and maintenance. And I'll tell you what we'll do, take advantage of that, the meat and beer, or meat and bread just for momentarily. We'll run a couple of trains between those. And then we'll go down here to Palm Gardens. And put in repairs. And run up there. Double track. Switches. Signals. And supplies this time down here. This is going to be coming in. And we'll run a couple of trains. See if we can't get a little bread and meat going this way as well. We'd want the trains anyway. All right. And I'm going to let that run for just a second, see if we can get some bread going out of here. Get a little more bread going. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's go here. Now this one is going to be going to two places. It's going to go up here to Nelson. Nelson is going to end up being explosives, and explosives need coal and chemicals. Okay. Okay. And it needs to go the other way. On its own track like this. It needs to go down to the southernmost city where we're going to be making the where we're going to be making the what do you call it, copper wire. So we're going to go meat industry, blow it up, input a wire drawing plant. Okay. And we're going to go up here to this guy. And have a train that goes here. Okay, and brings copper down here to Palm Gardens. Then we're going to go up here to Searchlight and blow up our bread factory and put in a chemical plant. All right, it's going to take the sulfur and it's going to need slag of all things. So we're going to need a couple of bypasses. We're going to want to bypass. How big a one? Really doesn't matter. Let's do it like this. And then we're going to want to bypass Nelson eventually. I think we might do it through the town, I think. Like this. I'm not even sure that one was necessary. Yeah, it was. Okay, because we have to have a line that comes, so we got to get out of Ragtown and down to Searchlight because you need slag. This one, our new chemical plant of all things needs slag and sulfur. And the slag's the byproduct of the steel plant, or steel mill. Should be mill, not plant. Let's run it down like this. Let's go out of here like that. Okay. And let's run Ragtown to Searchlight. And of course, priority slag. And we'll run some trains down there to make sure we get slag going to Searchlight. And then we've got our city to cities. That's all good. We got that. Now we need to found this coal. And we also see over here, Priam has an opportunity. I think Gene did at one moment. I think I waited too long, but that's a nice fit right there. I don't mind that. We'd like to catch this one, though. And what's going to happen is we're going to be making copper wire. I want to make sure that copper wire goes somewhere, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put, I think we have it. Yeah, we're going to put an electronics factory in Prim, right? Take advantage of that slot. And this electronics factory will take some steel and copper wire and it'll make electric components. Well, if we look, if I'm not mistaken, see, there's actually demand right now for electric components. Where is it? None of the cities are big enough. But look at, if I can find the silly place, look at Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam wants 2 a week. Lovely. So we can run a train from Prim to deliver electric components to Hoover Dam. And I have a feeling that's coming up probably next set of tasks, but we already see it, right? It's already there, and it helps us with this task because it keeps a customer for this so it doesn't back up and shut down. And all we have to do, it really, is to come off of this. Now we're just going to make a big old tunnel here. Come off of this big old tunnel and come down here. And it won't even make that big a tunnel. And so and let's go Palm Garden to Prim. And we'll run some trains on that line. And eventually copper wire will go over here. And then we'll need a train to go. And I think what we'll do here is let's see. We could run it into Boulder City and across to Hoover Dam, or we could just run it down through that. I think we're just going to leave the track as it is, but we are going to add a station. And that station is just going to be like a run full. Why are there 4 tracks there? Oh, I think that was the overkill. I don't remember the episode, but I think I went nuts on that episode. Okay, here. And that's not right. We don't need 2 tracks. We just need 1 platform here. One train that goes to Hoover Dam. It runs full. I'll prioritize that. It doesn't matter. That's the only thing that could go there. As far as we know, 1 train on it. And that'll create a customer for the copper wire, as I said before. Now, we need to form this. Now, if I had manual loading, this would be cool as could be. As it is, it's going to stink. So what we're going to have is we're going to need 3 trains. 1 prioritizing, I think that's what we'll do. Although, I think, no, they just won't load the way you want them to. So I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to go here to here. Well, you know what? Let me think of this a different way. We need a total of 16 items. That's two full trains. And if we have enough stuff here in the warehouse, oh, we do. Let's just run 2 trains. We'll run a train from here to here. And I'm not going to set it to run full in case I miss it, right, and forget to delete it or reroute it. And I don't want to go back there and tying things up. So I'm going to just have it run like that. 1 train. Let's see what it does. Took all the bread. Now let's copy it. 1 train. It should take 4 planks and 4 meat because that's what the destination demands. And once it gets deployed, because we got a lot of traffic. Look at that. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Gripe, gripe, gripe. That was actually pretty good. That'll found one business. We want to found some more. To get that task done. We could go down here and found the oil. And what's that? Another copper. We'll hold off on that for a second. And one I think we'd certainly like would be this guy over here. The oil. Oh, well, I don't know where we would put our oil. I mean, we could do this meat, but we don't even have a. We can do the cattle, but we don't even have a meat to hook it up with, really. Oh, there's one here. What's that? Let's do this one. Let's go. I just did that. I don't care. I did double track. Let's just go, see, what do you want? We've got all three of those in White Hills. Let's just run a train from White Hills to there. And he should pick up whatever's needed and take it over there if he ever gets to deploy. There we go, there goes the beans. Okay, there's one of the trains that's gotten here. The one hauling this guy headed back. We're done with you. And here comes the other train. Okay, that was easy. Who needs manual? Delete that. Okay, that was easy. So we got that one formed. And we need a train that goes from here to here. Out of track one, running full. And then we need one out of track two, running full down here. Maybe, well, put a couple of trains on that. Deploy one, copy it, put another one on it. Okay. And then down here we need to take out the meat industry and put in the explosives industry. And that'll set up a delivery location for these chemicals that we're not quite making yet, but give us time. And it'll cause the train to run that hauls the coal. And we could look at it and say, okay, we're not going to be able to upgrade these, so let's just see how much coal we need. We need a 0.5 a week. And down here we need 0.4. So we need about 1 a week. And we are producing plenty. We don't need to upgrade it at all. Are these guys loading? Yes, they are. They are loading. Okay. Let's go ahead. Okay, now we want to beeline our research over here to the cars. So let's get this guy. And then we'll do 300 for the Flying Scotsman. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and, well, I don't know how this is going to work out. I would like to get that. There's no reason we can't get that task done pretty quickly. Well, 5's a lot, actually, because there aren't that many out here. We almost need to found everything that you can find. So let's found this one. So that'd be 2 trains from White Hills would do it, right? So if we put a station here, it's almost like a temp station. Sounds like temptation, a temporary station. So we can found that. Let's run 2 trains from White Hills to here. That's 1. And we'll copy it and make a second one. Oh, sorry, wasn't running. Beautiful, beautiful. So that one's done. And I think we need to bump this guy up. We've got it at level 2. I shouldn't say privately owned. We own that. I don't remember saying that in the game prior to this. Now let's see if anything is working. They've got copper. They've got coal on the way. All right. We're just waiting on that coal to get going. And it's close. There we go. We've got coal headed to Palm Gardens, and we've got coal headed up to Nelson. And do they have anything here? Chemical plant has slag. Excellent. And it doesn't have sulfur, of course, because the sulfur hasn't made its way. We're waiting on the coal to get down here. Here we go. Now we're running. Should be. Beautiful. We're running. And we should actually see some sulfur wind up over here. There's one on the way. There we go. There we go. Chemical plant is up and running. The explosives are waiting on chemicals, of course. And I'm sure it has plenty of coal. Yes, it has coal. Once we get chemicals up there, that'll be up and running. And we could contemplate doing that again. And look at this. Boulder City's up to 100,000. Now what we can do here, I think, is take down the immigration office, which no longer does anything anyway, right? We'll blow that up. and we'll get ourselves a university and put it in Boulder City. This is not Colorado. And that'll up our research, which really matters because we're trying to get out here to get these cars started, right? And I kind of lost track of, oh, look at this. This guy's done. And that's the one we were, yeah, that's the one we were just making. And I'm going to delete these 2 trains. Okay. So let's found this this one out here. So it needs 8. Oh, it needs some steel. So we'll run a train from what do you call that place? Ragtown, and then 1, 2, 3 trains from White Hills, and that will get this one done pretty quickly. Okay. Come down here and hop into the system. And I'll check on one other thing here as soon as I get through playing with this. So we want a delivery from White Hills out here and from Ragtown. So let's go Ragtown, 1 train, Ragtown to, well, you know what, before we do that, I want to make sure there's 4 in here to export. Yeah, plenty. Ragtown to Chaplain Rest will take the steel over there. And then the other items, we need 3 trains coming out of White Hills if we're going to do it in just 1 trip. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll get that one founded. And I think we probably should stop now. Oh, and look at this. I wanted to check that. We already got 20 on the building blocks. And we just need 1 load of explosives. Oh, we didn't set that up. So in Nelson, oh, I don't want to do this. I think we'll just add a track. I mean, I can add another station, but I think I'm just going to add a track. Make it a triple on this end. And I'm going to put a train, a freight train, on track 3 that runs full and takes explosives to Hoover Dam. And you can see it takes a weird route, but we're going to fix it so it can get over there a little more easily. We got 2 options here. One would be just took it through Ragtown. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to create it because it's not going anywhere. Okay, and then we'll fix it so it doesn't have to turn around. What we can do is run this line here and merge it with this and this. that. We could even make this 4 tracks out here. Would we want to do that? Well, no. Let's just do 2 like that. Okay. And then let's look at that line. Yeah, now so he can come down and he can go over here to this set of tracks, which does have a connection to go to Hoover Dam. So there we go. So we got that straight. I think we've got everything running. We can double check that. Yeah, they got sulfur and slag. They've even got a chemical to be exported. And then these guys up here, they need chemicals. And they've got them. And they need coal. And they've got them. Ooh, and our train already has 3. Oh, wow. We're getting there. Now it's just a function of getting our research done so we can get those automobiles to Boulder City. And I'd say the only thing holding us up here possibly is the cement. The concrete, rather. Yes, it's not running. I wish it would tell you what it's missing, so you don't have to poke through these. Does it have cement? It has slag. It has gravel. It must be missing cement. It's missing cement. And this is a little frustrating because, oh. Where are you headed? You're going to White Hills. White Hills, where are you headed? White Hills. Really? How do we get cement over here? Anybody remember? It's a quiz. Stark Rest. It's got to be this. Yeah. Oh, the White Hills is just where it ends up. And I think that's what this one is here. But how could that be? This is not right. Look at this. We have 22 in stock. I mean, right here. We produced. It's there to go. We've got a train here that hasn't loaded it all up. He can't get full to get over there. And yet, over here, we look at cement, we got 0. There's only 6 on the way. There should be a whole bunch on the way. There should be enough to fill up the storage of this city. That's what should be happening. That isn't what is happening. That's very frustrating. Just take off, buddy. Oh, that was so messed up. Because that didn't run. Okay, that needs to be fixed. I think we found another problem. Because this guy just went in and loaded up 8 and took off, right? And he waited there so long, he actually ran out of supplies and needs to go resupply. And that other train wouldn't leave. I've lost him, but yeah, he wouldn't leave even though he only had 6. So that got messed up. That needs to be looked at. No, actually, I started to say it's a minor thing, but no, it isn't minor. It's a pain. All right, we need 3. We'll get the Scotsman. We'll get a bunch of danger of losing express messages. Our steel train has done its thing, so we can find it and delete it. The one from Ragtown. See, he's headed back to Ragtown. He doesn't need to go again. So we'll kill him. Yeah, that little, whatever's going on there, it's got to be a improvement opportunity, also known as a defect, because there's no reason for that train to have stood there without, when you've got a destination that's crying for your product and you've got plenty of it just sitting there at the quarry just wanting to be sent somewhere. Here we go. Now the building blocks factory is running again. Should have been running all this time. We should already be done with that.
In the event that a flood or similar emergency were to occur.
What did we finish? Oh, we already finished the explosives. I honestly thought this was going to finish first.
Obviously, blasting agents were essential for this.
Huh. All right, well, let's stop. Yeah, that went well. Again, I'm a little frustrated. The manual stuff doesn't work. I've tried that and tried it and tried it. I spared you, making you see it again. And then what was it? What was the second thing that wouldn't work right? Oh, and the internal transfers between the city stations does not work with the new warehouses. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's intentional. I think it might be an improvement opportunity. We've got a business opportunity here, which could end up being a oil refinery and or a car factory, or both, since we don't need concrete anymore as much. We'll see about that. I think that is a possibility. Got lots of possibilities here. There we go. We got our oil fountain out here. So all these trains can actually go. They're all on their way back. They don't need to go back there and gum up the works. There we go. Okay, great. So how many of those did we finish? Oh, we only need one more to finish that task. What's it take? 3 trains from White Hills would knock that one off. Just as sure as the world. As long as we don't use manual loading. Smart aleck. And just stick around a minute. If you're still watching at this point, you don't mind watching a few more minutes. So 3 trains will knock that off. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And that'll finish that task. So we'll have this one done. We got that done. I'm a little frustrated that we don't have this done, but we've got some more. We're starting to make some more that we can take over. There we go. There's a bunch of them headed over. Boulder continues to grow nicely. And there we go. Got that task done. And these trains can all go, or we could, we could repurpose them, but honestly, it's easier to delete them. All right. So we got an optional task done. And we're working our way toward the research to allow us to build the cars and take them to Boulder. And we've got to refine oil, I think. I think we have to have the refined oil. And does anybody want gasoline anyway? Yeah, Boulder would take gasoline if nothing else. And the building block, let's just stay. Let's stay and get the building blocks done so we'll know what's next. Shoot, why not? See, we got a couple more here. It is running, so this won't take long. I don't know if there's any demand for building blocks other than that. We're probably going to blow that up after this. There's a demand of 4 per week. Ooh, it's only 2 at Hoover Dam. There must be another place that wants it. That we could keep shipping it if we wanted to. Boulder hit 90, or no, it's got a third business, which is tech weaving, which is fine. It's not ours, but it's fine.
The prefabricated components allowed the construction of the dam to progress further.
Okay, so now it's telling us to deliver the electric components. We're already set up to do that, actually. Maybe not super quickly, but we must have a train going. No. Huh. Have I missed something? Almost no chance of that, right? Our electronics factory needs steel and copper wire. It's got tons of copper wire. Has 0 steel. Are we not running to Ragtown? Dummy. Ragtown to, man, we could have already had this. No, not Gene. To Prim. Priority steel. And I don't mean that. I don't want 4 of them. Yeah. Go. There. All right, let's just keep going because this will be an extra long one. But if this is the end of it, we might as well just stop it. End it. I feel like we're kind of. Oh, we're gonna have to do the cars though. That's right. Never mind. We will want to stick around for the cars. So let's stop right here. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.